Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a crucial topic that affects many of you: the new indefinite leave to remain ILR rules in the UK for 2024-2025. With recent changes and updates, it's essential to understand how these modifications might affect your journey to permanent residence in the UK. Before we get into the details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with the latest immigration news and updates. Now, let's break down these important changes and what they mean for current and future applicants. One of the most significant changes we're seeing in 2024 is the increase in application fees. The Home Office has implemented substantial fee increases, which is crucial for financial planning. The current ILR application fee stands at £2,885 per person, and this doesn't include the optional priority service fees. For a family of 4, you're looking at nearly £12,000 just for the application fees. This highlights the importance of early financial planning for your ILR application. Speaking of the application process, let's talk about the new digital system. The Home Office has moved towards a more streamlined digital application process. Most applicants now need to use the UK Immigration ID Check app to verify their identity. This means fewer people need to attend in-person appointments at visa application centres. However, some applicants might still need to attend biometric appointments, especially if they haven't previously provided their biometrics through the app. A crucial aspect that hasn't changed but needs emphasis is the continuous residence requirement. You still need to demonstrate that you've been residing in the UK for a specific period, typically 5 years depending on your visa category. However, the way absences are calculated has become more stringent. The system now automatically flags any absences that exceed the permitted 180 days in any 12-month period during your qualifying residence period. Let's discuss the English language requirement changes. While the basic requirement remains, there's been an update in the accepted English language qualifications. The Home Office now accepts a wider range of English language tests, but they've also increased scrutiny of these qualifications. It's crucial to ensure your English language certificate is from an approved provider and meets the current requirements. A significant development for 2024 and 2025 is the introduction of new rules regarding switching between visa categories. The Home Office has become more flexible in allowing certain visa holders to switch into different categories while maintaining their continuous residence for ILR purposes. However, this comes with specific conditions and doesn't apply to all visa categories. Knowledge of life in the UK test requirements remain unchanged, but there's been an update to the test materials. The test now includes more contemporary questions about British society and culture. It's important to use the most recent study materials when preparing for this test, as older materials might not cover all the current topics. One of the most notable changes affects skilled workers. The minimum salary thresholds for ILR applications have been adjusted to reflect current market conditions. It's crucial to ensure your salary meets these new requirements throughout your qualifying period. Remember, it's not just about meeting the minimum, and at the point of application you need to maintain eligible earnings throughout your qualifying period. For family route applications, there have been updates to the financial requirement calculations. The Home Office has modified how they assess adequate maintenance and accommodation. This is particularly important for those applying through the spouse or partner route. A new consideration for 2024 and 2025 is the treatment of remote working arrangements. With more people working remotely or in hybrid setups, the Home Office has clarified its position on how this affects continuous residence requirements. While remote working is generally acceptable, you must ensure your main residence remains in the UK. Something that's particularly relevant for healthcare workers is the new provisions for those who've worked during critical periods. The Home Office has introduced some flexibility in the absence calculations for healthcare workers who worked extra hours during emergency periods, though this needs to be properly documented. The documentation requirements have also been updated. While the process is more digital, the evidence requirements have become more specific. Applicants need to provide more detailed evidence of their residence and employment history. This includes bank statements, payslips, and proof of accommodation for the entire qualifying period. For entrepreneurs and business owners, there are new considerations regarding the genuine business activity assessment. The Home Office has introduced more detailed criteria for evaluating business activities, particularly for those on entrepreneurial visas applying for ILR. Tax compliance has become a more significant focus in ILR applications. The Home Office is now more thoroughly checking tax records and ensuring all applicants have maintained proper tax compliance throughout their stay in the UK. This includes checking for any discrepancies in tax returns or late payments. Looking ahead to 2025, we're expecting further digitalization of the application process. The Home Office has indicated plans to introduce more automated checks and potentially reduce the documentation burden on applicants. However, this means maintaining accurate digital records becomes even more crucial. For those planning to apply in the coming months, it's essential to start gathering your documentation early. Create a comprehensive file of all your absences from the UK, maintain copies of all your payslips and bank statements, and ensure your tax affairs are in order. A word of caution regarding legal representation with these new changes: many applicants are choosing to seek legal advice. While this isn't mandatory, it can be helpful, especially if your case has any complexities, or if you're unsure about meeting any of the new requirements. Remember, these rules can affect different visa categories differently. Whether you're on a skilled worker visa, a family visa, or any other route to ILR, make sure you understand how these changes specifically affect your category. If you're planning to apply for ILR in 2024-2025, start your preparation now. Review your documentation, check your eligibility under the new rules, and ensure you meet all the updated requirements. The earlier you start preparing, the smoother your application process will be. That's all for today's update on the new ILR rules. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. Drop your questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them in future videos. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with the latest immigration news and updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.